The year was 1757. The Battle of Plassey marked the beginning of British dominion over India. What began as a trading venture morphed into political control and economic exploitation. From Bengal to Rajasthan, the British East India Company extended its reach. This was a cunning manipulation of power structures, a divide-and-rule strategy. By the mid-19th century, the Mughal Empire was dissolved and India was under British rule. The economic policies of the British Raj were a double-edged sword, bringing about both modernization and devastating exploitation. On the one hand, the introduction of railways, telegraph lines, and irrigation systems did modernize infrastructure, connecting the vast Indian subcontinent like never before. However, this modernization came at a steep price. India's resources were systematically siphoned off to fuel Britain's Industrial Revolution. Raw materials like cotton, indigo, and opium flowed out of Indian ports, while British manufactured goods flooded Indian markets, decimating local industries and pushing Indian artisans and weavers into poverty. The British implemented land revenue systems that crippled Indian farmers, forcing them to grow cash crops like indigo and opium instead of food grains, leading to devastating famines that ravaged the countryside and claimed millions of lives. The Bengal famine of 1943, a horrific testament to the consequences of British policies, saw over 3 million people perish, a stark reminder of the human cost of colonial greed. British rule triggered seismic shifts in Indian society, fracturing ancient traditions and imposing Western ideals. The introduction of English education, while intended to create a class of Indians who could serve as clerks and intermediaries for the British administration, had a profound and unintended consequence. It gave rise to a new generation of Indians exposed to Western ideas of liberty, equality, and democracy. They began to question the legitimacy of British rule, leading to a cultural awakening that would ultimately fuel the struggle for independence. However, British efforts to reshape Indian society also had damaging consequences. The British viewed Indian culture and traditions with disdain, considering them backward and inferior. They sought to civilize Indians by imposing their own values and beliefs, leading to the erosion of traditional art forms, languages, and social structures. This cultural imperialism left an enduring legacy of resentment and a fractured sense of identity. Section 4. The Birth of a Nation. The seeds of Indian nationalism were sown under British rule. Economic exploitation, social discrimination, and cultural arrogance ignited a desire for self-determination. From the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857 to the formation of the Indian National Congress in 1885, leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, and Patel galvanized millions. The struggle was marked by peaceful protests and brutal crackdowns. Finally, on August 15, 1947, India emerged as a free nation. Section 5. A Legacy of Scars and Triumphs. The British Raj, a complex and controversial chapter in India's history, left an enduring legacy, a tapestry woven with threads of both progress and pain. The economic exploitation and social upheaval of British rule left deep scars on the Indian psyche, scars that continue to shape India's present. Yet, from the ashes of colonialism rose a new India, a nation tempered by the fires of struggle, determined to forge its own destiny. The legacy of the British Raj is not just one of exploitation and oppression, but also one of resilience, transformation, and the triumph of the human spirit. India today, a vibrant democracy with a thriving economy and a rich cultural heritage, stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people, a spirit that refused to be broken, a spirit that dared to dream of a free India, and a spirit that ultimately made that dream a reality.